And you know what? It's the same story with cheese. Oh yeah, the French absolutely love their cheese. But the context is totally different. It's not about mindlessly snacking on a giant wedge of brie throughout the day. No, it's treated as a specific course, a small portion, served after the main dish right before dessert. And this really points to a key theme we're going to see over and over: moderation.
So, okay, if it's not all butter and cream and cheese all day long, then what is the foundation of their diet? Well, it all comes down to one word: balance. Real, everyday French meals are packed with a huge variety of vegetables, simple soups, fresh salads, and lean proteins like fish or eggs. Now, don't get me wrong, those rich foods we love are absolutely there, but they're like the exclamation point at the end of a sentence, not the whole sentence itself. They punctuate the diet, they don't define it. Okay, so we've talked about what they eat, but that's only half the story. Just as important, maybe even more important, is how they eat. There's this popular idea that the French are just completely carefree about food, that they just eat whatever they want, but the reality is actually a very intentional, very structured mindset. And this is a big one, right? The calorie question. We hear all the time that French people just don't care about calories. And look, it's true that they're generally not obsessively tracking every single number on an app, but that doesn't mean they aren't paying attention. It just means they're paying attention to totally different things. And this slide, this really gets to the heart of that mindset difference. In many places, the first question is, how many calories is this? But the French questions are way more internal, more intuitive. They're asking, am I actually hungry? Will this be satisfying? Is this a proper, real meal? You see the shift? It's less about a mathematical, quantitative approach, and much more about a qualitative one. It's about listening to your body. And this whole approach is held together by a really clear structure to the day. Eating happens at distinct times: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These are like protected moments in the day. And what that means is there's way less random, mindless grazing in between. Even the afternoon snack, what they call the goûter, isn't just grabbing a bag of chips. It's an intentional pause, maybe a piece of fruit or a yogurt. It has its place.
And another key piece of this mindset is just how practical it is. You know, we might picture these elaborate 5-course meals that take hours to prepare, but everyday French cooking at home, it's surprisingly simple. We're talking about things like a quick omelet, a bowl of soup with some good bread, a simple roast chicken with vegetables. These are nourishing, straightforward meals that are delicious but don't require you to be a Michelin star chef.
Okay, so we've busted some myths about what the French eat and how they think about it. So now, let's put all the pieces together and talk about the real secret. And here's a hint. It's not one single food or one magic trick, it's the whole system.
All right, so let's get right to it. First of all, the secret isn't the food. There's no magical property in a croissant that makes it different. You can eat the exact same things and not get the same results, because the key isn't the food itself, and it's not the recipes either. It's not about having some ancient, complicated recipe book passed down through generations. Like we saw, daily cooking is often super simple. So, if it's not the food, and it's not the recipes, what is it? It's this. It's the habits, the culture, the mindset, the daily behaviors around eating. That's what makes all the difference. And really, we can boil this entire system down to 3 core pillars. First, there's structure. That means eating real, sit-down meals instead of just grazing all day long. Second, moderation. This is huge. It's about enjoying all foods, from salads to pastries, but in smaller, more reasonable portions. And finally, respect. This means treating food as a source of genuine pleasure, as an important social moment, not just as fuel you shovel in as fast as you can.
Okay, so what does this all mean for you and me? Well, here's the best part of this whole secret. You absolutely do not have to be in France to benefit from it. This last part is all about how to apply this mindset, this philosophy, no matter where you live.
This is probably the most important takeaway of all. You do not need to eat French food to eat like the French. Let me say that again. Eating the French way has very little to do with what you eat and everything to do with how you eat. It's a philosophy you can apply to literally any type of cuisine anywhere in the world.
So how can you start doing this? It's actually pretty simple. Step 1, eat real meals. Sit down, try to avoid the constant snacking. Step 2, think about smaller portions. You could even try using a smaller plate. It's a classic trick for a reason. And step 3, and this might be the most powerful one, enjoy your food without guilt. Stop labeling foods as good or bad. Just savor your meal, truly enjoy it, and when it's over, move on.
So, I want to leave you with a final thought, a question to think about. Forget about banning a certain food or forcing yourself to eat something else. Instead, just ask yourself this. What is the one habit, not one food, but one small change in how I eat that can make the biggest difference for me? Because that's it. The real French secret isn't found in a recipe or on a plate. It's found in the answer to that question.